Yo guys, welcome to the video, and today we are going to be doing something a lot different for me. Cut aspects of Modern Warfare 2. So, with this first bit, we're going to talk about weapons that were cut. Okay, starting now. We all know the L86 LSW is in the game. It's not disputable. It is. However, it was actually going to be the L85, and it must have been removed quite late, because if you in multiplayer, the LSW's pickup icon is actually an L85. Some other ones are the Remington 870, which I believe is a shotgun. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. There are also some very unused textures for the M14. There was a power drill. I'm surprised that isn't in the game. The G3, the G36C, and it had the COD 4 red dot sight on it for some reason. The STG44 or the MP44. Again, we have creative class images. Right, this one is the last one for this one. The Golden Desert Eagle. Now this one's interesting because it's in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, in the mission of their own accord. If you look around like the first bit, you'll be able to find a Golden Desert Eagle. I'm not sure when this will go out, but on my playthrough of Modern Warfare 2, I think I do pick it up. So yeah, you have that to look forward to. And then next, we are going to be going on to campaign missions and cut vehicles. So yeah, see you then. So welcome back. We are going to be doing some of the vehicles and the cut campaign missions. This one won't be long. So the cut vehicles, there's only two that I could find. A train and a MH6 Little Bird. So yes, the MH6 Little Bird is in the campaign, but it was also meant to be a streak in multiplayer. Kill streak in multiplayer. So yeah, the L train, it would have been from map. So the kill icons remains apparently. And look at these campaign missions. So we had one called Tulsa. I'm pretty sure there's a place in Oklahoma called Tulsa, but yeah. Shipment, not the shipment you're thinking of. It was been a motorcycle level. Now there was actually quite a few of these. Downtown LA, which also would have been a multiplayer map, and Roadkill. Roadkill is probably the most infamous, but let's look at Downtown LA. The reason it probably was scrapped is because, well, because the campaign, when it's in the US, happened on the East Coast. So if it happened on the West, it really wouldn't make sense. There was also going to be a mission called International Space Station, but it was scrapped for Second Son. However, I believe that the cutscene you do see in some final son of the International Space Station, it probably would have came before Whiskey Hotel and Contingency, so it would have been in the middle of them probably. So I reckon Whiskey Hotel would have been a longer mission normally. So yeah, interesting. Second Son might not have never existed because of, but we see the ending. I'll see you on the multiplayer mission maps just now. So yeah, again, I know I say this, but I'm doing it in order. So we're going to be doing cut game modes and cut multiplayer maps now. Cut multiplayer maps right then. So we have one called Vertigo. You could actually access this if you have JTAG in the JTAG exploit. I think it's nothing but the thumbnail, but it looks a bit like Highrise. And another one, Uprise. Now, on I believe in early October 2009, you know how it says, like, in Fear Infinity of Ward employees were playing MW2 on Xbox? We know this. But it said playing Modern Warfare 2 playing on Uprise. Now, Uprise is not a real map. The only thing I can think of is it was either they didn't want anyone to know one of the maps before the game came out, so they changed it to Uprise. That could have been a reason, or it could have just been a scrap map. But there are some other ones. Oil Rig. Now, this one was cut extremely late in development. How do you know this? How do we know this? Well, simple. If you have the know-how, you can actually still access it. It would have been smaller than Shipment if you want the sort of size. Yeah, it would have been a 1v1 map, but I feel like they could have removed it for, like, boosting and stuff. Yeah. It didn't stop people anyway. Gulag. Now, there is now we have it would have been probably the outer grounds of the Gulag from the mission. The Gulag. I said Gulag a lot there. And we know what the description was. Is nighttime jail fight, large scale Russian prison fighting. And another one called Riverwalk. We don't really know much about this one. Right. Good game modes. Now this one will be interesting. Die Hard. It's just a normal game, but every player has last stand, and players in last stand are marked in green on the minimap. That's a terrible idea. Oh, I forgot to say, the maps Fuel and Trailer Park were originally going to be in the base game, and there was another Fuel we know nothing about. Sorry about that. Let's get back. Arms Race. Just sound files remain. Yeah, we legitimately know nothing about this one. VIP would have been like Capture the Flag, but like the flag is what a person. It's like, for example, you like say I'm the VIP, my whole team would have to defend it. Well, that's the easiest way. DEFCON. Now, each one of the 5 DEFCONs changes the player and the game, and is added on until DEFCON 1 is reached. Yeah, I don't really get that. Arena. This would have been a team deathmatch, but only players have 1 life. There's 1 player left on each team. A flag spawns, and teams must control it. That's literally just search and destroy. That's literally search and destroy without the bomb, isn't it? Global thermonuclear war. Now, this is actually interesting because, a lot of people have actually played this, and you might be thinking it's not in the game. Well, you don't. Well, it was hacked in, obviously, but to explain it, it was like you had to guard the nuke until you had to guard the bomb until it went off and then the nuke would end the game. However, there is an emblem in MW2 called Global Thermonuclear War. You got it from getting, I believe, 2 nukes, I believe. And finally, 1 flag, capture the flag. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory, really, isn't it? Anyway, I will meet you on perks. Oh crap! Sorry, I forgot to click stop, bro. Welcome back now. These the perks. There's actually quite a few of them actually. I'll try to get through them as quick as possible because yeah, there's quite a bit of a list here. I've had to write them down basically what they were. Right, first one is Black Box. This was also meant to be in Modern Warfare 3. Longer kill streak duration. Yeah, that's overpowered. That Siege, a mobile but greater accuracy. I actually don't know what that means. I assume that means you can't move. Yeah, you can't move from spawn, but you've got a spawn camp. Yeah. I suppose. Amplify. Enemy footsteps louder. Fair enough. Free runner. Mantle objects faster. I swear that's Marathon Pro. Correct me if I'm wrong. Dive. Jump to dodge bullets. Yeah, that's been overpowered. Spy game. No name of the player or cross. Red crosshair when targeted. Fair enough. Burst fire. Now, okay, this one's terrible. Imagine having a bloody UMP or intervention firing burst. Yeah, I know. Improved iron lungs. This seems to be the same one from COD 4, but you just get a bit longer. Feign death. Now, you can fake a death? How on earth could you do that? Offhand, you can use equipment and last stand. Yeah. Saboteur completes objective quicker. Fair enough. Like, that one works, I suppose. Explosive bullets. Bullets explode on impact. Now, okay, that's overpowered. But I can tell a story. If you put, I believe it's the MG4, I think. If you put FMG, Full Metal Jacket on it, it actually becomes explosive. So yeah, there you go. Free fall, no fall damage. That's Commando Pro. Well, the Pro part anyway. Thermal vision, enemies appear white hot. I can see that one. Steel nerves, improved marksmanship. I actually don't have a clue what that means. Rear view. Minimap is replaced with rear view. I mean, that would have been a decent idea, but let's be fair, they would shoot you before you could snap around, but so yeah, it's basically useless. And what's wrong with the classic UAV, eh? Right then. Challenger. Extra XP, but an easy death. I reckon that would have been like you didn't have as not much like ammo. Well, not ammo. You didn't have much health, but you die very easily. But you get loads of XP. So yeah, I'd say there's negatives and positives to that one. EMP grenades times 3. EMP. There was gonna be EMP grenades, bro. Primary stand. Oh my god, you got to choose what weapon you wanted in final stand. Thank God that's gone. C4 death. Pull out C4 before death. That's Dead Man's Hands from MW2 the Death Streak. Shell shock. Right shield on people's back. Yeah, and by the way, instead of the tactical insertion that is in the game, there would have been a light stick. They crack it and put it down. So I'll meet you next time when we're going to talk about kill streaks. Probably be the last one, like last section. Well, I'm recording these in sections. So if we go up to kill streaks, I'm sorry, I'm reading this off the list. Right. So there would have been a tank, a Predator airdrop. I honestly don't know what that would have been. A super airstrike. Okay, that's scary. That. Auto grenade launcher, helicopter black box. I assume that would have just been a bloody with the black box perk, but that was it. It already had it on. The little bird, but we know about that one. A shotgun. I don't know whether it means like a shotgun as in like a shotgun or like shotgun as in it was like a car or something. I don't know. Advanced UAV for self-explanatory. Helicopter mark MK19. Again. Airstrike, that was probably replaced by the precision. The thumper would have also been a kill streak, but it's a gun, so yeah. So speaking of thumpers, let's go on to weapon changes. The thumpers, guess what? So they got noob tubes. Guess what they would have had? Akimbo. Imagine Akimbo noob tubes. Oh my god. And also the TMP and the PP2000 also were actually cut primaries. So they would have had camos. And you also could have thrown knives to the left or the right, because yeah, no one would have used that. But yeah, whatever. Right, there is a cut camo called Blue Cheetah. Yeah, that's really it. There isn't really much to talk about there. And there is some. Now we're going to go on about some campaign cuts from the campaign. Now I've gone on about cut missions, but let's go about cut dialogue and cut storyline. So, on of their own accord, you'll notice that if the Washington Monument evacuation site won't drop below 80% combat effectiveness due to some cut dialogue, which you can find in the PC version. Not like in the game, but you've got to kind of dig for it. But basically, it would have kept going down, and it would have been civilians taking arms and fighting back, and even Overlord would take a last stand if the enemy goes forth in the evacuation site. And the last one. Now, this is one that's interesting. Captain Price would have been in the mission cliffhanger. well, obviously he isn't now, but yeah. That could have probably happened before Operation Kingfish, so that would have been interesting. So it would have been the first mission, probably. And you would have been Soap. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Would you like this sort of videos? I'm going to do it on MW3 next, I think. I have been Harry, and I will see you later. Bye.